Hang on, let me go to Matt Kibbe, who's you're the president of Freedom Works?
I'm the president. I take credits for other people's work.
Because you were, you were thrown under the bus all the time at the beginning that you're not grassroots, and I've found that progressives always claim what they are and charge it against other people. They didn't understand grassroots. They hadn't seen it because George Soros funds everything. So when they saw Freedom Works, there's no way possible that's grassroots. Now I think everybody pretty much knows that it's the Tea Party is a real entity. What are you sensing from the Tea Party itself on the ground?
Well, we're not a protest movement anymore, and I think some of the anxiety I hear from Tea Partiers about the lack of energy is the fact that local Tea Party groups are focused on organizing at the local level. They're taking over school boards, they're taking over Republican precincts, and that is the energy that suggests that there's real sustainability to upset our leftist friends. We're thinking locally and acting nationally.
Was it Roy? Ray. Ray in the back. Do you have a microphone? Can you get it on Ray? You were just shaking your head when he said that. Why?
Well, I'm part of the grassroots movement.
Right.
So we're doing exactly what he just said.
Yeah.
We run the Tea Party in North Carolina, in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, us and a couple other people. And that's what he said is exactly what's happening.
Why are you doing that?
Why?
You're married?
Yes.
Yeah. Smart man, Ray. Smart man.
We've been hearing a lot from some of our members, why aren't we having rallies? Why aren't we out there holding the signs? And we said, the time for that is over now. We got to get out there and do the work.
Yeah.
And
the rallies, the rallies feel, in a way, meaningless now. They worked at that period of time to say, look, we are a great number of people. But now, you can only hold a sign up so long before you're like, okay, nobody's listening to me. Even though those in Washington, I don't know, did you see that Cantor made a statement today or yesterday about President Obama, and he said, you go into the White House and they'll talk about you can't watch Fox News and you're watching too much Glenn Beck. That's not me or Fox. That's the Tea Party. That's the people who are out making a difference every day. We're in their head. We drive them out of their mind. So what's next, Matt? What is the next key milestone because I think there's a chance that people feel discouraged and they say, well, I'm not really making anything, and so they kind of tone it down because they don't see big movements happening.
Yeah. Well, you have to understand how much impact we've made, and you'll watch tonight all of the candidates, even Mitt Romney, they're going to talk the talk. And now the question is, are they actually going to walk the walk? Understand that we've changed the entire national conversation about the size of government, about the debt, about too much spending. Now we have to focus on legislative battles. We also have to focus on the next election. But the only way we get this done is if this remains a sustainable citizen movement that holds whoever gets elected accountable. Because it's not good enough just to get Republicans elected. We have to hold them accountable.
I don't want Republicans elected. I want somebody with values and principles to be elected. If the Republicans, because there is a movement in the Republican Party and the establishment to crush the Tea Party, either co-opt it or crush it.
Oh yeah,
right?
They're coming after us.
It's not a wing of the Republican Party by any stretch of the imagination. If the Republicans get their way and they don't listen to the Tea Party, they go the way of the Whigs, or does the Tea Party go the way of the Whig Party?
I think, well, first of all, they lose. And the question for Tea Partiers is, do you stay home, do you opt out, or do you create a third party? I think we will beat them, and our slogan is, you got to beat the Republicans before you can beat the Democrats.
Okay. Back in just a second.